Hello my friends, today we're going to be ranking Zombies Chronicles maps. Now Zombies Chronicles came out in May 2017, it's been a good like 8 or 7 years or something like that, which is absolutely insane, and we're just going to be talking about today, has Zombies Chronicles aged like fine wine or like some actual shit? Let's get into it. So coming in at last place is Nocturne Toten. Now, unfortunately, this map, the spawns are really slow. The Gobblegums make this map extremely broken, and it's really hard to have fun on. Unless you're playing ZBR or some crazy mod, playing Zombies Chronicles Nocturne Toten is actually a pain in the ass. Now, coming up next, we have Verrucht. Now, Verrucht is kind of the same deal with Noct, but this is a little bit more fun because you have the power door that divides the map. There's more places to train. We at least have 4 perks on this one. Again, Gobblegums completely break Verrucht, but Verrucht could actually be a fun high round. For me, the Noct high round is just so incredibly boring, but for Verrucht you could add a little bit of flair at the very least. Now coming up next we have Shino Numa. Now Shino Numa definitely got the best graphic upgrade out of all the maps because like World at War Shino Numa looks like actual plastic, and this map had the most potential to look great because of the atmosphere and the trees and the foliage and just everything going on in Shino Numa. Like Black Ops 3 actually upgraded the shit out of this map. It's just really sad that they didn't add a Pack-a-Punch machine. Like, I feel like they should have just thrown a Pack-a-Punch machine on all these maps just for the vibes. But it's fine. I mean, Zombies Chronicles is a great DLC. It's good value. It's a good pack for your punch, unless you want to actually Pack-a-Punch, just not on half the maps. But I still think it's pretty good. I respect it. Coming up next, we have Shangri-La. Now, I really don't like Shangri-La that much. I don't like the high rounds. I don't like the first room challenge. I don't like the Easter egg. I think the aesthetic of the map is very cool. I think the monkeys that take your perks are very cool. I think unlocking Pack-a-Punch is very cool, and it has a good Easter egg, like storyline-wise, not gameplay wise. I really hate doing this Easter egg. This map is not fun in a challenging way. I don't know, it's just really frustrating. Even when this map came out when I was a kid, I hated it on launch day, and even today I hate it on Black Ops 3. I don't know why. It was just so annoying. Maybe I'm garbage, but I remember in the Black Ops 1 days, the first time I ever played it, I couldn't even unlock the Pack-a-Punch, and I was like, screw it, I'm done. So, whatever. Now we got some actual good maps coming in. Now, Moon is definitely the closest to feeling like an actual Black Ops 3 Zombies map so far out of the ones we've talked about. Moon is just really intricate, and it's fun, and it's cool, and the high round is actually doable and fun. The first room challenge is the best first room challenge of all time. You spawn with the Pack-a-Punch on Earth at Area 51, which is so gangster. You have the Cosmonaut Zombie, which is really annoying, but it's fun. You have the Excavators, you have a healthy challenge, and you have an Easter egg that's a real pain in the ass. I do not like doing the Moon Easter egg. Way too much RNG. Doing it solo is a nightmare. Doing it with friends can be fun, but doing it solo and needing the Gersh and QED, then Gersh and like swipping, oh my god, dude. This Moon Easter egg is actually horrid solo, but it can be fun multiplayer, and I just like the overall aesthetics of Moon in this game. Like Black Ops 3 really did Moon justice. It's a lot more colorful. The biodome looks absolutely beautiful. The gameplay is just fantastic on Moon. So gums actually help, and there's perks, and there's a Pack-a-Punch machine, and this just feels like a very complete Call of Duty Zombies map, and I think Moon definitely deserves to be higher on the list, and that's why it is. Coming up next is Kino der Toten. Now, a lot of people have a lot of complicated feelings about Kino der Toten, but looking back at it and having Kino der Toten like this now, it's a very good map, and it's laid out very friendly for the user, and if you're a really skilled Zombies high round player, you can get to a very high round. If you're a noob, you can get used to this map and get for a high round. I just feel like this meets everybody in the middle, and the nostalgia is just absolutely beautiful. It's an iconic spawn room. It's an iconic theater, iconic Pack-a-Punch, iconic teleporter. Like, Kino der Toten is just always going to stand the test of time, in my opinion. Now, I didn't previously think this, and the only thing this map lacks is an Easter egg quest. I feel like the Kino Easter egg speedruns would have went so hard if they existed, or if this map just had one. I want to know what happened, because I know Kino der Toten was supposed to be on World at War, so that's probably why there's no Easter egg quest, but I still think Kino's great. I actually think it's very slept on, and I have so much fun doing high rounds in the alleyway. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Now, coming up next, we have Ascension. Now, I absolutely love Ascension. I love doing the high round. I love doing the Easter egg with friends. It's very quick, and I just love the overall vibe of Ascension. I always love how it starts black and white, and then you flip the switch, and you get color. It's so beautiful. I love the lunar land Highlander system. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And I also love that, you know, to unlock Pack-a-Punch, you have to launch a rocket, and you could also destroy that rocket. This whole map is just so vibey for me. It's been vibey for me since Black Ops 1, and I think it translated really, really good to Black Ops 3. I just think it's an overall really, really fun map. Ton of training spots, fun first room. The Easter egg's very solid. It just sucks you can't do it solo, but that's with most of these Zombies Chronicles maps. And I feel like Ascension, like if you just get your boys to play Ascension, go for a high round, like is that not the ultimate vibe? Plus we have a Thunder Gun that's lit. I just fuck with Ascension. I don't know why. I just do. It's just that shit's my map, bro. I love it. Now, coming up at number 1, come on, guys. Origins. Origins is a Black Ops 3 Zombies map. They were saying at the end of the Black Ops 2 life cycle, Jason Blundell was like, we're really trying to push this map, end this game to the absolute limit. Origins is as much as it could be on the Xbox 360, and they were really pissed about that. They're like, if we just had a newer game or a newer engine or a newer console, we can make Origins everything we want it to be. We just can't get it there graphically or mechanically. Now, unfortunately, you know, we'll never see the full potential of Origins mechanically, but it's an absolutely beautiful remaster on Black Ops 3 Zombies, and I think this is the best Zombies experience of all time. Black Ops 3 Origins, the solo Easter egg is challenging and fun. The first room is absolutely incredible. I love how Origins always has you doing something. This map literally never gets boring, guys. Like, okay, you have to turn on 6 generators, and that unlocks Pack-a-Punch. That means it's all connected. You could take a tank ride to get staff parts. There's a bunch of different codes and ciphers, and upgrading the wonder weapons just feels so rewarding, and getting them feels so rewarding. Everything that happens on Origins happens for a reason. You could fill soul boxes for a melee weapon, and there's an elemental wonder weapon for everybody. Everybody in the game gets to have their own wonder weapon and go on their own quest. How is that not an ultimate vibe? Plus, the Pack-a-Punch camo is absolutely beautiful. There's, you know, 3 giant robots that walk around the map, and they literally contribute to the vibe and the fear factor, and they also give you rewards. They also give you the wonder weapon. Like, come on, I love it. But unfortunately, things like the mud do exist because they had to slow down the player on BO2 so the console could actually load in everything that's going on. Unfortunately, there's snow that blocks your vision half the time. I really think the snow is absolutely absurd. It's definitely better in Black Ops 3, but dude, that Black Ops 2 snow is absolutely horrid. But I do think Origins translates so perfectly to Black Ops 3, and I'm just so happy this remaster happened, because with the World at War maps and the Black Ops 1 maps that came in Chronicles, it always felt a little weird, like, ooh, these maps are kind of boring and maxed out. But Origins was like, oh my god, you just shined my shoes. Like, I had a pair of shoes that was really drippy, but they were a little dirty, and that was BO2 Origins, and then you cleaned that shit up for me, and I really appreciated that, Treyarch. I just wish we can get more maps on Black Ops 3's engine. I know we get custom maps, but it'll just never be the same, bro. Having an actual dedicated team that makes a canon storyline, and just the support in the community is just so beautiful. I really, really hope we can get back to that level. That's why we're all hyped for Black Ops 6. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe. I for real appreciate y'all. Hit that like and subscribe like I just said, and don't forget to comment. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Hey guys, what's going on today? Here it is, FatMatt. Today I'm going to be ranking every Black Ops 2 Zombies map from worst to best because it's fun and it's pretty much a tradition at this point, and we have Black Ops 6 coming out in a couple months, so why not run it back and re-rank these maps and see where I stand. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Coming in at number 7, I have Nuketown Zombies. Now, Nuketown Zombies overall is a horrible experience because the random perk locations really hinder this map. It really makes it miserable because there are some games where you won't get Jug or Pack-a-Punch until like round 25, and that is just straight up unacceptable. I think every 115 kills you get a perk machine, or every couple rounds, and it's such a shitty experience, man. I can't lie. And I also hate how half the map is blocked off. Like, it's not even an open Nuketown map. Half of the map is barricaded off. You know, going up and down the stairs sucks. There's no Easter egg quest. There's nothing really fun about this map. Is there even a wonder weapon, or is the best gun you can get a ray gun? I don't understand why they made Nuketown so miserable to play in Zombies when it should have been fun. Alpha Omega is a little bit better. I don't know why I'm bringing up Alpha Omega. It's just, you know, Nuketown Zombies. But yeah, BO2 Nuketown Zombies really does suck, and it is a horrible iteration of the map and mode combo. Now, coming up next, we have Transit. Now, I really think Transit is the worst solo experience of all time. Playing this map solo is absolute hell. Trying to run through the maze, trying to get the wonder weapon, just trying to travel across the map is miserable. Opening Pack-a-Punch is miserable. Doing a lot of things on Transit is just absolutely dog shit, man. Like, it's just not fun. But if you have 4 players and you have a full lobby, it can definitely be a lot of fun because you could have different people doing different things on the map. And this is also the first map to introduce the bank mechanic in Zombies, which is very interesting. But there are some really cool ways to set up on Transit. Like, you could just spawn in and then you could get Galvanuckles and you could kind of just punch your way into the bank and do a bunch of fun things. And then, you know, you could have 100,000 points on round 1 and kind of open up everything, and it's kind of cool. But other than that, Transit really is a horrible experience. And the own Wonder Weapon doesn't even like being on the map, man. If you overuse the Wonder Weapon, it breaks apart and you have to rebuild it. This map is just so convoluted. It also has the worst iteration of Nocturne Toad, and I don't know why there's a Nocturne Toad buried in this map. But the idea of Transit's cool, but the execution was just absolutely horrible. We have Denizens and Fog and Lava just because the console could not handle how bad this map was and how many resources they were using on it. I think they were trying to overachieve, and it overall just didn't work out. Plus, the Easter egg quest sucks. I don't know. I really don't like Transit that much. I'm sorry. Now, coming up next, we have Town. Now, I think Town is actually a lot of fun, and it's kind of just a better Nuketown. Like, it's just a weird survival map that you could play with your friends or solo, but there's actually a lot to be, you know, appreciated on Town. Outside of the lava being really annoying, it has some fun camping spots, it has some fun training spots. It also has a good amount of difficulty, but it's not too difficult. Like, I like to compare it to Nuketown because it's like Nuketown, but it has set perk locations, and it's just a better layout, but it's kind of the same idea. I really do hate the lava and how the map's broken up, but that's just a problem with these Green Run Black Ops 2 Zombies maps. And I'm not throwing Farm on this list, and I'm also not throwing Bus Depot because they would just be at the bottom and they suck, but at least Town has some redeemable qualities, and I want to make it part of the video just cuz. Now, coming up next, we have Die Rise. Now, Die Rise is the first DLC map for Black Ops 2 Zombies, and I think there's a little bit to get out of this map. I think the high rounds are really, really great because I do like using the Silico Fire and camping. I think it's a lot of fun. I think the Easter egg quest does suck, but I feel like all the Easter egg quests suck on the Green Run maps or the Zelensky maps in this game. I don't know why, they just were not good or fun. Plus, these maps didn't have real cutscenes. Like, the Die Rise intro cutscene was just like newsletter comic, you know, panning and sound effects and stuff. It wasn't like fully animated cutscenes like Mob of the Dead and Origins got, but that's not really the point. I'm talking about the gameplay, and the gameplay at Die Rise is pretty miserable. The Nova 6 jumping jacks suck. All the buildables on this map suck. The whole layout is just absolutely miserable. It's like a totally vertical map, and I feel like that would just never fare well in COD Zombies. We like having horizontal space where you could train and kind of traverse the map, you know, through a bridge or just a straightaway. I don't think we really like going up and down, and Die Rise pathways are just absolutely miserable. There's also these weird armored zombies in the early rounds where it's 2 knives to kill on round 1, which is ridiculous. But I do like the Circle Fire, like I said. I do like some of the camping spots, and high rounding can be fun, but there's not really a good Easter egg quest. Like I said, the buildables suck. Traversing this map sucks. Die Rise is just not really a good time. I do like the vibes. I have a lot of nostalgia for it, and this is kind of what got me into zombies. Like, I was in middle school just playing Die Rise, and I was like, this is awesome. But nowadays, oh my god, Die Rise is just, ugh. Why would you ever go back to it, man? Now, coming in at number 3, I have Buried. I think Buried is a pretty good map, but I also think it could be very, very boring at times. You know, it has the Zelensky curse where it has a really weird Easter egg quest that's not really fun, and it also has a ridiculously difficult final step, and this also kind of ends the Black Ops 2 Zombies storyline. Like, it ends an arc where, you know, it ends the Moon storyline where Maxis is electricity and Richtofan's controlling the zombies. It wraps that up in a really confusing way. The gameplay on this map is kind of alright. I mean, it's broken because there's a bank and all those things that those weird Zelensky maps have, but it's fine. I mean, at least the buildables are a lot more fun on Buried. The witch house is really cool, and the whole maze, like, all that stuff's really cool, and Buried definitely has a lot more redeemable qualities. I think it has some cool box weapons. Like, I love the Remington pistol. I do love the Paralyzer. I think that's a fantastic wonder weapon. You could train with it, which isn't really optimal, but you can do it. It's a great camping wonder weapon, and it's really fun to just set up, like, the head cutter and the trample steam, and everything going on with the buildables is actually really fun. And I also think Arthur or Leroy Jenkins is a great mechanic to have on a zombies map. Like, the fact that you could just have a dude that runs around and builds stuff for you or breaks stuff down is a lot of fun, and I overall think Buried is definitely the best Zelensky experience on Black Ops 2. It's definitely the best. It's not a Green Run map, but we could kind of just throw it in the Green Run map category. It's definitely the strongest. It's definitely the best to high round, and it definitely does have the best Easter egg quest. That doesn't really mean it's good, because the mazed lever step sucks, the sharpshooter step sucks, even going back in time to search the bodies of Victus sucks. I don't know, a lot of this Easter Easter egg quest is just miserable, but it's very meh. A lot of these Black Ops 2 Zombies maps are very meh, which looking back, like the game is fantastic, but oh my god, did they just plague this game with a couple bad maps. Now coming in at number 2 is Mob of the Dead. Now obviously this map takes place on Alcatraz Island, and there is a absolutely fire celebrity cast. Like, oh my god, we have so many iconic mobster celebrities, or just people that were in, you know, classic films like, you know, Reservoir Dogs or A Bronx Tale. I mean, there's just so many iconic actors. I mean, they have people from Goodfellas in this bitch. What a fantastic celebrity cast. This map is actually terrifying. They like to hype up like, oh, Zetsubo's scary, Shinonuma's scary, you know, we have scary zombies maps, Varukta's scary. No, Mob of the Dead is terrifying and it has a freaky aura. Like, a lot of people were locked up for life here, a lot of people died here, a lot of people went crazy here. The zombies have red eyes, and the whole score of Mob of the Dead is so horrifying. Like, going room to room and hearing that whimsical ass scary shit going down it's literally scary. The Warden is actually such a good boss round, and the Afterlife, oh my god, like they actually introduced such a fire mechanic. Like, oh, they cooked with Mob of the Dead, bro. The lore is insane, and this is actually one of the most important maps in the entire COD Zombies lore. Alcatraz actually means so much to the storyline. You know, Richtofen was coming back and forth from here. He built a lab here, everything going on with the blood vials. Like, Alcatraz is a literal anchor point in the COD Zombie storyline, and not enough people appreciate that aspect. A lot of people appreciate that it's one of the best maps ever, but they don't appreciate how it's an actual, like, if Mob of the Dead did not exist, the entire COD Zombie storyline would not make sense, because it's like Richtofen, Illuminati, original crew, blood vials. Like, there was just so much going on, and the Stanley Ferguson plot is awesome. Mob of the Dead just deserves all the kudos. The Blundergat's awesome. The Magma Gat, whoop, that's a Blood of the Dead thing. The Acid Gat is awesome, and this map is just absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Mob of the Dead, for being innovative and fantastic. I really appreciate you as a map. You are just chef's kiss. Now, coming in at number 1 isn't really going to surprise anybody. It's Origins. I love my boy Origins. I think it's a staple of Call of Duty Zombies. I've voiced why I love it a lot, but I just think this map has such a beautiful natural progression that, you know, you spawn in, turn on a generator, then you open some doors, another generator, open some doors, another generator, and while you're doing all that, you're also collecting discs and flipping switches, and you're doing fun challenges. Like Origins, you just never really run out of stuff to do, and I like that there's 4 elemental wonder weapons. You know, everybody on the map can have their own quest and do their own thing. I think that's really important for a Zombies collaborative effort. Like, playing with friends, I've always had more fun on like Der Eisendraw and Ancient Evil and Origins, because everybody has their own wonder weapon with its own color and its own element, and that's just so cool. I also love how there's dynamic atmosphere in Origins. The giant robots come through, it rains, it snows, it's clear. There's also, you know, alternate transportation like a tank, which is fantastic. I just think there's so much to be loved about Origins, and I literally just made all these points in another video, so I don't really have to glaze Origins that much. It's also huge for the plot, and this kind of starts the Dimension 63 loop in the timeline. Origins is an integral part of the COD Zombie storyline. It's integral to the gameplay and the innovation. The only thing that really sucks about it is the mud, and when it's snowing, it's kind of hard to see on Black Ops 2, but this is the right way to push the Black Ops 2 engine forward. Transit tried and failed, where Origins succeeded, and, you know, this is just a stark contrast. We started with Transit, and it was a lukewarm, muddy mess, and then Origins comes out, and it's like, oh my god, this blew our socks off, and I'm glazing. I don't even care. If you guys enjoyed today's video, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe. If y'all are hyped for Black Ops 6, let me know down below. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Hello friends, I hope we're all having a wonderful day. Black Ops 6 is upon thee. We are so close. We have about 3.5 months, maybe 4 months left. But either way, I'm really excited. And to show my excitement, I'm going to be ranking Call of Duty Zombies maps. And today's video is going to be Black Ops 3 Zombies maps ranked from worst to best. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Coming in at last place is the Giant. Now, I'm really sorry, but the Giant just doesn't have a lot to offer. It's not that great. Now, it is a cool reimagining of Doris. I do appreciate how aesthetically it looks really good. I like how it's covered in snow. I like the almost comforting vibe. I like the round change music. I like that the Mob of the Dead plane sits on top of the building. Now, I think where this map struggles, is the box selection. I feel like there's not a lot of cool guns in the box, and I feel like the Wunderwaffe got a hardcore nerf in Black Ops 3, which is really upsetting, but I guess it kind of makes sense because we have alternate ammo types and gobblegums and stuff. So if the Wunderwaffe was also OP, it'd be like, what are we we doing here? Why are we making the map so easy? And I guess there's some cool things, like you could activate the Easter egg with the 3 monkeys, throwing them in the teleporter and unlocking the perk. And, you know, there's always the shooting the teddy bears Easter egg with a pack-a-punch gun and whatnot. But either way, this map is just kind of okay, and it gets boring really, really easily nowadays. Now, coming up next, we have Revelations. I've never been a big fan of Revelations, and my biggest issue is a lack of originality. The 2 wonder weapons we have are the Thunder Gun and the Apothecant Servant, and I just think that's very, very lazy. I understand Treyarch was going for like the nostalgia and paying homage to the rest of the Treyarch Zombies games, and they kind of succeeded, but they also kind of didn't. The map layout is really absurd. Don't get me wrong, it's cool, and I like that Nocturne Totem is the heart of this map, and everything goes through Noct. You could teleport to every part of the map through there, and you could also access Pack-a-Punch through there. I think Noct being the heart is really, really cool, but the only new part of this map is the Pack-a-Punch area and the spawn room. I think the Easter egg quest is absolutely ridiculous, and it's not a lot of fun. I don't like the egg step. I don't like the rock step. I don't enjoy a lot about the Revelations Easter egg. I don't enjoy a lot about the characters and their dialogue. This feels like a very lukewarm ending to the cycle, or the continuation of the cycle. I just remember the amount of hype that there was going into Revelations, and I feel like the map never really got to live up to it. Now, coming up next, we have Shadows of Evil. Now, this one's actually been slipping for me recently. I don't really know why, but when the game first came out, Shadows of Evil was, you know, it was very difficult. Compared to the Giant, it was almost impossible. It was really, really hard. The Easter egg quest was really annoying, and it required 4 players. The high rounds were a lot of fun because there was a exploit where you could Pack-a-Punch the Apothecant Servant, and overall the map layout was just very confusing compared to other Zombies maps in the past. But obviously, as we evolved as a community and got more Easter egg maps coming out and more DLC maps coming out, we realized, oh, Shadows of Evil is actually fantastic, and it's not difficult, it's just a little complex, and once you learn it, it's actually a very rewarding experience, and everything about it's really fun. I still have a lot of love for Shadows of Evil. I mean, this was a fantastic vanilla launch map. It's still the best launch map we've ever gotten. It's better than any previous ones. It's also better than D Machine. It's better than whatever Vanguard had. It's better than whatever MW3 is. This is still the undisputed best on-disc Zombies experience. Now, coming up next, we have Zetsubo no Shima. Now, I've always blown Zetsubo no Shima's smoke up its own ass. I love this map so much, but I've been doing the Easter eggs and high rounds a lot because I've been streaming over on TikTok and such, and Zetsubo can get really, really annoying. Now, a good Zetsubo run is absolutely awesome, but a bad Zetsubo run will absolutely ruin your day. The plants get really, really redundant. The Mama Spider boss fight's really fun. The whole vibe of Zetsubo no Shima is still absolutely perfect. I still love this map's vibes. I like how it's a little spooky, but it's really just got the really cool green jungle atmosphere. I love what the characters are going through on this map. Like, the plot is just fun. There's a lot of stake here because they know they have to go to Alcatraz after, and they're going for Takeo's soul, and they were just really, really confused. I feel like they're like, all right, we're gonna get Takeo's soul, and then what happens next? And then they realize they need to go to Alcatraz, and that's where they go, and then they come back. I think the Easter egg quest is pretty good. Like I said, it's really on and off. It could be good, it could be bad. I think the Skull of Nansapwe is so badass. I think the KT4 Wonder Weapon is absolutely badass. I think the challenges for the Easter egg are a little annoying. Waiting around for electricity is a little annoying, and like I said, planting stuff is pretty annoying. But overall, it adds to the challenge of the map and the completeness of the map, and I do absolutely love Zetsubo, and I really wouldn't change a lot about it. I always have fun when I load in, and I always feel accomplished when I complete the Easter egg or a high round. Now, coming up next, we have Garad Krovi. Now, I've actually been pretty harsh with Garad Krovi in the past, and I haven't really liked it that much. It's not that I didn't like it that much, I just thought compared to the other DLC maps, it was kind of the weaker one. I always hold these top 3 kind of the same, but Garad Krovi's very, very good. I absolutely love the layout. I absolutely adore this Easter egg quest. I know a lot of people say it's hard and it's a laundry list, but oh my god, does it flow so nicely. Guys, I'm telling you, once you get the strategies down and you have the right amount of gobblegums, I know that sounds kind of ridiculous, but this map can be so fun to try to speedrun or do in under an hour. Just anything the Easter egg quest can be so fun. The Mangler escort step, once you figure out how to do it properly, is a lot of fun. All you gotta do is shoot his arm off and then walk with your shield in front of you backwards, and he'll just follow you, no problem. When it comes to the Nemo step, all you have to do is shoot the left side of the Mark III to slow the zombies, and you get it good. The Gur step is so easy with a Pack-a-Punch Mark III. Everything about this Easter egg flows really, really nicely once you get it down. The only part that annoys me is I have to go to the fucking Chronorium website every time to do the Valve step. I still think that's really annoying, but that's just how it is unless you memorize that, which is absolutely absolutely ridiculous. The bomb step is also still very annoying, but the shield on this map's OP. The boss fight's a lot of fun. The characters in the storyline is absolutely peak. Just what a fantastic experience Gorod Grovey is. I absolutely love this map, and I think this set us up for so much success to be had, and it was kind of disappointing to get Revelations. Like, the excitement for Revelations was so crazy after Gorod Grovey. I mean, post Gorod Grovey hype for Revelations is always going to be better than Revelations ever was, but hey, it is what it is. Gorod Grovey's absolutely fantastic. It's so important. The COD Zombies community peaked right here. The Z House peaked right here. Gorod Grovey has forever infamy, guys. Now, coming up, finally, we have Rise and Draw. Now, this map can be redundant and boring, but that doesn't take away from the clean efficiency. The Easter egg quest is perfect. The spawn room is perfect. The vibes are perfect. This is an absolutely amazing COD Zombies map. It's just as fun solo as it is with friends. It's just as fast and easy solo as it is with friends if you're doing the Easter egg. I love that there's 4 elemental wonder weapons so much, guys. I can't stress that enough, how important it is to have 4 different elemental wonder weapons, or just colored organized wonder weapons, where everyone could have their own task if you have a full lobby. And I also love that it's optional. If you want to do the Easter egg solo, you only have to get one of the bows. You don't have to get all 4 like Origins. It's clean, it's efficient, it takes so much from Out of the Dead, it takes so much from Origins, and just squishes it into this absolutely masterpiece of a map. Not too big, not too small, just everything about Rise and Draw is absolutely perfect. The Panzers are cutely annoying and you can still kill them. The only thing that's really annoying about this map is the 3 different pack-a-punch locations. Like, it's annoying when you're like, I'm gonna pack-a-punch my gun, and then you go to the wrong spot and you're like, god damn it, the pack-a-punch isn't here. But I really don't have enough to nitpick about Rise and Draw. The boss fight is so cool. The Easter egg's cool. The storyline's great. The high rounds are absolutely fantastic. There's so many training spots. There's camping spots. The bows are great, or you can use alternate ammo types. Even the first room challenge is fantastic on this map. I love Rise and Draw. It's absolutely perfect. And if you guys do, that's awesome, because it's a great map. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Good afternoon, gamers. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. My name's FatMatt, and today we're going to be discussing the Black Ops 4 Zombies maps, and I'm actually going to be ranking them from worst to best. This is a video you guys have seen a lot on my channel. I like to rank stuff from worst to best. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So the sloppiest, meatiest, dirtiest, most disgusting map on Black Ops 4 Zombies is Tag der Toten. Tag der Toten, you suck. You are the lol cow of the game. You disrespected Call of the Dead. We played as the Victus crew, which is double disrespect, just to kill them off for all of eternity, which is triple disrespect. You didn't give us any new wonder weapons. You gave us a thunder gun and a janky ass wonder waff. That's quadruple disrespect. And you just made Call of the Dead's map layout a little better. Okay, fine, that's fine. But we literally witnessed the finale of the COD Zombies Ether storyline through the eyes of a group of characters that we haven't seen like for 5 or 6 years prior to this. It's actually insane, and it's disgusting, and this map sucks fat doo-doo. It's going from the full switch. Last time I ranked these maps, it was number 1. Now it's number 8. Coming up next, we still have Voyage of Despair. I'm sorry, man, I don't like Voyage of Despair. I wish I did. The layout, very vertical, very clunky. I do think the wonder weapons are cool. I think the Easter egg quest is ridiculously difficult, and I just don't find this map too fun. I know Jolts will be mad at me because he loves this map. Jolts, if you're watching this, love you, bud, but Voyage still sucks. Coming up next, we have 9. Now, 9 has really fallen for me because of the simplicity. My real big whopping problem with 9 is I get really bored on it really easily, because once you collect all of the artifacts or whatever, you know, you get the heads and stuff, and then you unlock Pack-a-Punch, and, you know, the power's already on. This map is obviously, you spawn kind of in the center of the map, then directly under you is Pack-a-Punch, and there's kind of just 4 legs. This map is kind of laid out like a spider, if that makes sense, and it gets really boring really quick. It's good to like grind camos and just train around and do fun stuff with your friends, but when it comes to a solo experience or just trying to keep your attention span, I don't think this map does that great of a job. But it is cool. It is an arena. Like, it was a cool idea, but I don't think it was executed totally properly. Coming up next is Dead of the Night. Now, Dead of the Night is one of the more underrated maps of Black Ops 4 Zombies. It has a really cool, spooky, Halloween, creepy vibe. I do like like the random crew we get. They're entertaining and they're cool. The Alistair's Fury Wonder Weapon is amazing. The mansion on this map has really cool design. Fighting Nosferatus and werewolves is just really cool. The boss fight's awesome. I respect Dead of the Night. Dead of the Night's one of those zombies maps that will go down as unknown, hated, or bad when it deserves to be known as good and actually thought through, and it has a lot of good qualities, but you know, that's just how it is sometimes. Up next, I have Classified. I'm always going to love Classified, man. When it comes to just running around, shooting zombies, and hearing the Ultimus crew say funny things, I'm a sucker for it, man. This was their nostalgia bait map, and it worked. We're going back to the Pentagon. We're going to open it up more, and we're going to give you your childhood characters back on a zombies map one more time before we absolutely brutally kill them without you being able to play as them, because that makes sense. Thank you, Treyarch. I love you. I love you, Blundell. I hope you're doing good in life, but man, was Togder Toten a mess. Anyway, Classified is a fantastic map. They buffed the Winter's Howl, which is awesome. You can go to Area 51 on this map just for the vibes, and the places they did open back at the Pentagon were really cool. I just love vibing on this map. I love going for camos and getting headshots and just chilling in the Pentagon. I mean, there's just nothing like it. I don't know. I thought it was really fun. The only thing that upsets me with this map is we didn't see anything about the Pentagon Thief. I don't know how they left that out. I guess they were just so crunched on time and had to get these maps done that they were like, all right, we don't have time to fit the Pentagon Thief in, but we'll put him in the intro cutscene. Okay, up next we have Blood of the Dead. I love Blood of the Dead. It's one of my favorite zombies experiences. Yes, the Easter egg quest can be very annoying, but I think the storyline's fantastic. I still think the setting and overall adding to Alcatraz Island is fantastic. I think the score and like the soundtrack is beautiful on this map. I think they really just designed Alcatraz beautifully. I love the Ghost Afterlife vibe they have. I actually do appreciate the Afterlife shield and the Ghost shield. I know a lot of people were annoyed by that, but I think it was one of the few gameplay ways they could have made that work. Again, this map suffers from the Classified treatment where we can't go to the Golden Gate Bridge anymore, and they cut off that because in Classified, you know, or in 5, you know, the Pentagon Thief is just an iconic part of the map, and then when it comes to this map, it's very iconic for you to go to the Golden Gate Bridge, so that's something I think they missed on. But overall, I do think it's a good Easter egg quest. I think it's a very fun boss fight. I think this map is super fun to high around on, and I enjoy the difficulty level of it, and obviously nostalgia bait. I just love being on Alcatraz Island again. And coming up next is Alpha Omega. I think Alpha Omega will go down as the most underrated zombies map of all time because it's simply fantastic, and I do really, really like everything about this map. They made Nuketown have the coolest layout, and this map actually has so much payoff because for a literal 10 years we've had Nuketown as a multiplayer map. We had it as a zombies map in Black Ops 2, and we always saw these bunkers and other houses, and we just knew there was more to Nuketown, but we never really got to explore it. And then you go to Alpha Omega, all of a sudden you have the whole neighborhood, you have a whole nuclear reactive bunker, you just have all these really, really cool things. I love Alpha Omega's map layout. I love the Mark II variant wonder weapons. I can't remember the guy's name in the computer. I think it's Rushmore. Rushmore's great to talk to. He's down for the late night vibes. I know that dude would let me hit his Julie if I asked. You got an MPD, APD. You have an Avogadro boss fight. You have a very fun Easter egg quest. I enjoy this one. And you actually play as Ultimus and Primus on this map. Never at the same time. It's always a random assessment, whatever, of those characters, which is, you know, kind of annoying, but it is what it is. It would have been cool if this was an 8-player zombies map. I know that's not really possible, and they did it the best way they could, but it sucks we don't really get all 8 of the characters on the map at once, and I just love Alpha Omega, man. I appreciate you. If there's a Treyarch dev that ever sees this and they're like, man, I worked really hard on Alpha Omega, no one likes it, just know you got me in your corner, man. Now, coming up next, and finally, the best, sloppiest, toppiest, most beautiful orgasm of a map is Ancient Evil. Ancient Evil is actually one of my favorite zombies maps of all time. It's right up there with Der Eisendrah and Origins and Garad Krovi, all those great classics, Derice, the ones that people talk about that'll exist forever, and when you're 40 and your kid's like 10 years old and they're like, I want to play video games, and you're like, all right, let's do it. I'm going to throw my kid on Ancient Evil. I'm going to let him get the gloves. He's going to have, or she, they're going to have a fat smile on their face. They're going to be doing the Easter egg. They're going to be using the Gaia hand, and it's going to be a good time. I'm showing my kids Ancient Evil. That's how much I love it. This map, is just fantastic. It followed that Origins layout of 4 elemental wonder weapons. There's a crazy place, which is hell. The Easter egg quest is absolutely fantastic. You get to fight a Giganese weird Greek, monster, and then you go to the boss fight and you're fighting a zombie warlord and a zombie Pegasus. Oh my god, this map is just so stylized. It's so cool. There's so many cool things on Ancient Evil. Medusa is on the freaking map, and this map's just beautiful. It's a great experience. If you guys enjoyed today's video, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.